Greetings from WBCS Neo. Right, in this little quick review, I'll try and make it quick, it never ends up quick. We're going to compare the good old new Tornado V4 Pioneer Edition. Okay, we're going to compare it with the WRM V9. Okay, my trusty main for a while, and another trusty main for a short period of time, GAN 12. Okay, right, so all of them are the UV ones, all got ball core, and I'll explain the differences, and I'll explain why, which one's the best out of them, in my personal opinion, with my personal feel and usage. So let's go back. I got the GAN 12, I think in haste. I think, to be fair, it just come out, and I had a GAN 11, and the GAN 11 was really nice, and I was thinking, you know, I'm going to go for it. So I got a couple of them because obviously I wanted one as a spare. Out of the box, it felt good. Okay, I'm not going to lie, it was a nice cube. It was super light. It turned really well. You can see it's not too bad. But you hear that clunk there. That's a sign. Okay, and that's something I find with this cube is, if you are slightly out of alignment in any way, it really lets you know. Now, the thing that let this thing down for me was pretty much that. It was very clunky because of my inconsistency, my own imperfections, as it were, and I couldn't get away with it. Okay, something was missing. I couldn't put my finger on it, even though I tried every adjustment in the book. If I tried to adjust it for speed, which is what I like out of a cube, I like a fast, I wouldn't say a slack cube, but a fast, unneeded power cube where I could just flick it and it'll just turn. I needed a cube like that. I like a cube that's easy to turn, easy to corner cut, stuff like that. You know, it's that's what I wanted. And when you're slow enough, or when you're precise enough, it's actually a nice cube. Okay, you can see there, I'm watching the screen. I shouldn't watch the screen because I end up falling behind. Right, so not a bad cube. Okay, but there was something about it, and it started doing little errors. It would corner twist quite easily. This cube, even when it's tight, it still corner twists very easily. Also, I found it would pop an edge out partially, so it wouldn't pop, it wouldn't bing, wouldn't come out bing, right? It would just come out a little bit and just drag around the edge of the cube until I pushed it back in. If I'd done a bad corner cut, it would drag it out a little bit, and it would run like as if it had two tracks in there somehow, and it was run on a secondary outer, so it was like hanging out. So it was literally like looking like that when it was turning. Okay, but that was no good for competition. So anyway, when I actually went back to me RS3M 2020 and magleved it. What a game changer that was, by the way. Maglev the RS is really nice. So I've got a 2020 maglev edition. So I got the WRM V9. Okay, again, a fast, very fast cube out of the box. Nearly uncontrollable. It's got that nice typical Muyu feel to it. Very clunky, very robust sort of cube. Even though I've actually got a slight hairline cracking me yellow there, so I don't even know how I've done that. It must have been on my last drop. I've dropped it outside a few times, so it's probably had an impact and cracked it a little bit. Never mind. So great cube out of the box, reasonably adjustable. However, again, for me, sometimes I'll do what's called raw, like what I call RFOP solving, where I'll do roux building, and then I'll just drop the two edges and solve CFOP the rest. This is not a bad cube, don't get us wrong, but when you're doing M's, it's very clunky. Okay, very, very clunky, and it does the same as what the GAN does, and it separates because the magnets are not adjustable. Okay, so the cube tries to push itself apart a little bit. Okay, I mean, some people cheat and separate it so it actually spins like that, but you still get that clunk, and I don't. That's what was letting this one down. And if this had been adjustable with what this does, then I wouldn't have probably got that. I would have stuck with it, even with a hairline crack. I would have still kept with it. Okay, not a bad cube, and a lot cheaper than this one. Okay, this was nearly 70-80 quid, 40 odd quid. Again, 40 odd quid. But this is the changer. This one is right in the middle of these two, but with the addition of, they have kept the good quality that these don't have, even though these are adjustable corners and stuff like that. These are adjustable corner to core magnets, whereas this is adjustable corner to edge magnets. Okay, so the two magnets here separate depending on the adjustment or squeeze together, and that's the game changer for me, because on the slackest setting, the biggest gap between them, so instead of these being like magnets being there, they're like that, okay, inside, so there's a big gap, and that reduces the clunkiness of M moves. Now for a roux solver, that is godlike, because clunky M is not something that roux solvers like. They're like a cube that can literally fly and MU it, okay, and I don't want it to be really clunky. My friend Michael, he's a roux solver and he hates cubes like this, and I've let him try all my cubes, and he's never liked any of them because of that, probably that main problem. Now he liked the Tornado V3, and I couldn't get away with the V3 for some reason. I don't know whether it was his setup or his lube setup or what. I couldn't gel with it. But this blinking heck, straight out the box, I'm like, this is it, this is the cube, this is my cube, this is the cube for me. And it does everything really, really well. It corner cuts really, really, really well. It's like, you know, it's the speed of it is, I mean, I've got this on the slackest settings it can possibly do, so it's 111 all the way through, so 1 on the tension, 1 on the tightness, and the minus figure on the actual corner to edge piece, and that makes it the most slackest it can possibly be and the fastest it can be. And it's super still, it's still super stable at that. It very rarely twists. You know, I've got to really force it to do an accidental corner twist. It doesn't pop, it doesn't do anything, it just solves, which is what you want in a cube. You want a cube that you can rely on, and you know if you're going to do something, it's going to do it, and that's what this cube does. Okay, I did that wrong, never mind. So there we go. Okay, I think Michael will be impressed with that. So, and I'm not an MU person, and I can do MUs pretty well on there. So, for a roux solver, I think this cube is much better than all the other ones that have been in the market where they don't adjust corner to edge. Anything corner to edge is going to be a good roux cube adjustment. Unfortunately, this has got no corner adjustments at all, corner to edge, corner to core. So, you know, you're stuck with what you've got magnet strength wise. There's no adjustments at all other than the tension and the actual slackness of it. So that narrows what you can do with that. It's still a good cube though. They've got the magnets pretty good on there, but just that little bit too strong for a roux solver in the centres. But this, yeah, definitely without a shadow of doubt, a beautiful cube. Adjustment system, just a quick one. It's dead simple. You can hold it up there. You just got this ring that, I just pop it up. You can pop it up there. It's just like a little loopy thing, and you can turn it one way for tension, one way for another for tightness. 5 clicks both of them, don't want to remember. And it also tells you what number you're on, which is nice. I've got a little marker on this one, little marker on the edge, and that's pointing to 1, so that's on the slacker setting. What's that tension? I can never know if that's slackness or tension without looking at the manual. Good thing of this as well, you don't necessarily have to pop these out, so if you want to quickly do adjustment, you can just grab the hoop retainer as well, the thing that holds the loop in place, and you can twist that just as easy. So you can do a fast adjustment without having to pop things up, pop it back down and stuff. Caps go on easy, caps come off quite hard, which is what you want. You don't want caps flying off when you're in competition. But you can tell it's just nice, it just really is super nice. It tells you when you're pushing the limits of your corner cut as well. It does a nice, not a bad clunk, but a warning clunk saying, yeah, slow yourself down a bit. So yeah, happy cubing. really good cube for the, I think it was 40 quid. I think I paid for that 40 odd quid by the time, which is about the same price as that one, and half the price of this one. Okay, don't get me wrong, for precise cuber, GAN 12 is pretty awesome. We know top cubers, some top cubers use it and they solve really well. Don't know what the 15 is like. 15 will be nice to play with, just to play with it. But I've got a funny feeling I was just be going, it's another GAN. That, my friends, is a really nice cube. So I am 100% certain if you try one and get it set up the way you like it, you'll not put it down. Okay, so there you go. Amazing cube, absolutely amazing cube. So until the next time, happy cubing, people. Hi, this is WBCS Neo. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like it, please check out all the other videos I do have. More importantly, please subscribe, like, share, and if you can, comment below if you want. Okay, comments will be answered as soon as I can. Until the next time, see you later. Bye bye.